Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Adrian Reddix, and today I want to talk to you about the accessibility features I liked on the Android operating system. Excuse me, I have a couple flies around here, and I have my potache. Pretty sure my mother-in-law will be thrilled with that pronunciation. Last week we did something on that topic as well. All right. I'm here to tell you that I don't like a lot of the features on the Android operating system. Guys, excuse the flies. I don't know, it's like 2 or 3 around here. I guess the kids left the door open or something. I've been trying to kill them all day, and they're just playing around, having all kinds of fun. Get off my camera. The experience I had on the Android platform when it came to accessibility, guys, can you go? It was frustrating. The good and bad thing about Android is that every manufacturer can add their own flavor to the Android operating system. And that also means the accessibility part also. So when I'm using a Samsung S8 with Android 8 on it. Like last week, the voiceover, well, they call it voice assistant, it's frustrating to use. There's like a 4-5 minute tutorial on how to use voiceover. It changes the screen, that's good. If you have sight issues, which that's good, it makes things bigger, makes things easier to touch. But it goes through a tutorial to teach you how to use it like you hadn't interacted with technology before. And that's fine for, absolute beginner, but there's a very rare case today that people with, or just people in general, that if you are of the 21st century, that you hadn't used any technology unless you were in jail. But it was frustrating to use this piece of equipment for its accessibility purposes. But things like magnifier and, making text bigger, it did that okay. It was just the little tweaks and nuances on it. They have sound detectors, and they're cool. Let me demonstrate this one real quick. So you can have a sound detector come on to have a baby fly. Go sit down. So it has the crying baby detector on. I don't know if you can see that or not. So it's good. So let's go ahead and try it out. It's all right. Wah, 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 wah. Wah. My wife got it to go off a couple days ago. I guess it's not cooperating. Right. Oh yeah, I see you. Ah, crap. I'm gonna get you guys. I'm gonna get you. Or things like a doorbell detector or things like that. Just they're kind of hokey. Some of the features that are unique on this phone. They are almost like gimmicks. They don't do anything to add value. They're just there as, to me, like some clever code that they can say, hey, we did this. If I'm wrong and you use these as a Android user and you have a disability, let me know if I'm wrong about these things. But to me, it seems like the Android platform, and it's rare to say this, but they're behind iOS on accessibility in the products. And it has to do with their fractionalization of the operating system, that anybody can use it and create an operating system. And that's one of the greatest things about Android, that it's free and you can get out there and explore and create things and add your own touch of innovation to it. But that's also downfall when it comes to accessibility. There's no uniformity. So accessibility is different from manufacturer to manufacturer to the good thing about this is Google Assistant. Google Assistant, if you could take the things I mentioned last week about iOS and the things they do well with accessibility and added them with Google Assistant, because that's still the bright spot when it comes to accessibility on the phone, on the Android platform, then you'll have something fantastic. You'll have something amazing, because we have to remember that people with disabilities are people first, right? So you got to make things that are accessible to everybody. Even if you make things like a Bluetooth keyboard that has Braille, or a function you can put on, but this is aftermarket, but still have the option to do that. This was extremely frustrating. I'm not gonna lie to you. This Android experience for me, I can only imagine how it is for somebody who doesn't have the ability to do some things, right? Because I was reading an article that unlike when it comes to Android and iPhone, the rest of the population, Android reigns king. But when it comes to people with disabilities, it's the exact opposite. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio, according to an article I read. I'll link a couple articles below if you want to read about the differences between iOS and Android compatibility features. And it's rare to say that Apple is the innovator of things. Usually Apple waits until a technology is proven and then gets in on the back end and add their little Appleization to it and comes up with a better, not better, but a more stable version of that, because they want other manufacturers to figure out all the bugs and then bring it in, Appleize it, and then like, oh, look at this new feature, voice assistant, or screen. Yeah, Apple, we know. This, we as tech people have to, it's not an option. We just have to make sure that our friends with disabilities are I'm not saying this is everybody, but we have to make sure that they are okay and that they can still use the same technologies that everybody else enjoys. Hopefully in the later versions of Android 10 and going forward, that not maybe, but it should be that Android takes a better look at what Apple's doing, which I know that seems to be very rare to say. It seems like it's the opposite, that, let Android manufacturers do something first and then iOS will put their spin on it, or Apple put their spin on it. Guys, can y'all just calm down? iOS usually puts their spin on it and calls it something great, and iPhone users are like, oh, look at this innovation. It's just, they're behind when it comes to innovation, except in this front. They are the gold standard. They are the leader. And Android, please do something about your accessibility features. And hopefully all your manufacturers will get on board and make things easier for people with disabilities. I know this was supposed to be a feature I liked about Android's accessibility, but it's not good. And it's rare to say that about the Android platform. It is just not good. And it was fairly disappointing. Thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully our next video will be something useful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.